thing? Okay.
There's a train shed at the top of the hill. One of the train operators was killed early on by... If we can get to it, it could be an indispensable tool on our journey. Stay close. We don't want to be exposed for too long. Ah, shucks, it's locked. Not to worry, we can still find a way in. There's a small shack up the path that might have a key inside. Take this map, I just marked the location on it. See if the key is up there, and I'll look around some more down here.
Okay. Hi, Lewis.
Good on you! Looks like you found it. Open up that door and lead the way. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. She's an oldie but a goodie. I'm going to inspect the train's exterior. Why don't you take a peek inside? See what...
Hey, Jake. Yeah, I just was bestowed upon me
Well,
tonight
the exterior is a little rough,
the
but
ability
everything looks to be
to
intact.
use Live Studio for TikTok, so I thought I would give it a try.
That
And
gun, we can light up Charles with it and take him down before he even sees us coming. Are you ready to take this thing for a spin?
Jake, thanks for letting me know. I've heard some people say they have trouble with lag, but I mean, I do have a decent internet connection, like gigabit speed. So, yeah, and of course, TikTok, they want you to do 2 streams for at least 25 minutes over a 7-day period to kind of keep your access. Otherwise, they kind of put you in a little timeout. So, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, baby! We're coming for you, Charles! Do you hear that? It's him! It's him! Get to the gun! Light him up! Light him up! Careful! Don't let the gun overheat! Ah, damn it! Get some sunshine! This isn't how things were supposed to end. I thought we could still fight like the old
Yeah, the
days.
spider trade is
Yes.
pretty funny.
Easy in, easy out. You don't need to do more than I thought, but I don't have time to explain. Find
90 eggs.
eggs. Find
Yeah, I completed this game once. It's pretty cool. I mean, for an indie game, I mean, it's fantastic. It's entertaining. And you're basically on this island here, and you can switch these tracks to go different directions. And all these figures here are different missions that you can do, but the other ones are optional. But you need to upgrade your train, so you have to do all the optional ones if you need the scraps to keep upgrading your gun and defenses and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. What do you mean by cursed animation TikTok channel? Stuff here. And this little camp thing here. There's no missions here. It's just camp. I know there's more than just. Wait, stuff that's in the grass is sometimes hard to see. Any more there? I'm just not seeing it right now. Oh, thanks for the ice cream. I mean, it's pretty cool, you know, driving this train around the island. Now, when I first played this game, I made a mistake here. The tutorial wants you to switch this track. And what I did is I switched it back. Um, uh, and then, but you have to keep it switched and go that way because the first mission you get a lockpick. And you have to have the lockpick to do the other missions on the other rail. So I ended up being stuck without a lockpick and had to go back here. So that's just to follow the tutorial. I mean the additional recommendations of the tutorial so you have the proper tools. Sometimes I do is I'll right click just so it sets a waypoint marker there. Makes it a little easier to see where you're going.
Eugene told us we'd have a newcomer soon. I suppose that would be you. There's some scrap metal in the balcony room of my house that you could use to repair and upgrade your train. Here's the key, and although the balcony is right behind me, I'll just mark it on your map anyway. As a side note, talk to anyone around here, and they'll do whatever they can to help. Anyone not wearing a mask, that is. Check out the balcony, and take whatever you can use. Good luck with everything.
Could be a door in this door. Oh, locked. Sometimes there's scrap like around the house. I just have to look for it. One thing I kind of like about this game is it kind of has a Fallout 4 vibe to it. There's little notes hidden around um, that you can read, and it kind of tells a little bit of a story. I mean, not as involved as Fallout 4 was, but I mean, it just kind of has that vibe to me. Yeah, I could up the stream. For some reason, the TikTok Studio has this auto quality check where it like runs a speed test, and that wouldn't even start for some reason. Um, I don't know if I can change it midstream. Let's see. Um, no, 50 frames per second. Quality. Yeah, right now I'm running a pretty high resolution. Bit rate is 8,000. Audio bit rate is 256. but it's not letting me change it midstream. So I would have to start the stream over again. Where's the game itself? I'm running at 1920 by 1200. So I'm running pretty high quality, pretty good frame rate there. But I am running on two or dual 2080s right now. I have a 3090 Ti sitting here. I just haven't installed it yet. Got to get some more power cables for it. Think she has anything else to say? No. Yeah, I know. Well, it's a funny thing how I got the 390 Ti. My two sons, um, they both work for Fluke, and they, they live with me, so, they have like these tech repair jobs at Fluke. They fix things that come off the assembly line that are broken. These big, many $1,000 desk meters and stuff. So they're living with me. So I mean, they kind of have their bendable cash. So, and they ordered. This was before the 4000 series came out. They both ordered 3090 Ti's, which is kind of top of the line, and one of my sons accidentally ordered two of them, and I said, don't return that second one. I'll buy it from you, because at the time those things were just friggin' hard to get. So I got sitting here now my dual 2080s. I had got the cards and I modified them so that they're water cooled. So they have water blocks on them. So I'm not too excited right now to redo all the water cooling. But the 3090 has its own all-in-one water cooling, so I was just going to plug it in as a third graphics card. And I'll have to take out some of my fans in my case in order to put that that all-in-one radiator on one of the sides of the case. Yeah, so I mean, and I have that. I have a large, nice Corsair power supply, so I mean it should handle it. I just have to. And it's modular, so I just have to I might have to order another modular cable to have additional PCI power adapters to go into the 3090, because some of them, the ones I have, are already being used for the dual 2080s. So it's it's a little bit of a project, and I haven't ordered the cables yet and got started on it, but I will. Okay, 11 scraps. This armor is kind of important. This. And that's all I can do right now, because I only got 2 scraps left. Alright, let me see what's next. Another, oh yeah, there's that thing way back there. Trying to remember which one gets a lockpick from. It's probably going to be this required mission. Okay, I think I'll go up here first.
Look, kid, I know you're supposed to be some fancy-pants monster hunter, but you can't earn my respect without making yourself useful. One of Warren's goons dumped a locked chest in the yard last night. After beating on it for a few hours, I didn't break anything but a sweat. I got some lockpicks, but I don't know how to use them.
This is where you get the lockpicks.
Here, take them. If you can get that chest open, you'll earn my respect. I might just give you some scraps to help improve your train.
So this one's an important quest because you have to have the lockpicks in order to complete some of the other quests. So it's good to get this one early. What's he wearing? Good grief. Yeah, I've got, let's see. Yeah, so what I did in mine, so I'm not running Intel, I'm actually running AMD Threadripper. It's a 2nd generation Threadripper. I think there's like a 3rd one now, but, and it's the 24 core one. And I put a cooling block on that CPU, and I thought I would try something. I actually used the liquid metal thermal stuff. You know, not the regular paste. I use the liquid metal stuff. It's a pretty it's fascinating stuff. And it seems to work really well. And I also, when I put the water blocks on the GPUs, the dual 2080s, I used the liquid metal on those as well. Yeah, so it works pretty good. I plumbed it up so that, you know, the 2 GPUs are kind of in series in the water flow, and the CPU is in parallel, and it probably doesn't make a difference, but it made sense to me at the time to set it up that way. And I got 2 huge radiators in front of the case with like 8 fans on it, and yeah, so it runs pretty cool. It's I don't want any overheating problems. Where am I going here? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, I'm using the water blocks from Corsair. I decided to do all that fancy Corsair water cooling and with the Commander, and I have the Corsair Towers, the 1000D, which is this huge monster. You can actually have a main system board, which I have the Asus or ROG, Republic of Gamers Extreme 2 in it. The one thing I'm kind of disappointed with the Corsair stuff is you have to run this software. It's a Corsair service that runs in the background and it controls the lighting system and everything. And I had added some lights, including one of those custom light back plates for the GPUs and stuff. But I was getting blue screens, and I would look at the dump file that Windows would create, and yeah, the IQ software, exactly, and it was complaining about a USB driver, the power, I don't know, it was the driver thing, you know, because the IQ software, the back end runs in, well, what they call range 0, you know, it's kernel level, which, you know, so if something goes wrong, it trashes your whole computer with a blue screen, which is inconvenient. But it's like, okay, I knew it was related to USB, so I start screwing around with things like I have a Corsair keyboard, the 100 one, and I have the fancy Corsair mouse with all the buttons on the side. And I did have the mouse plugged into the keyboard. So first I unplugged the mouse from the keyboard and plugged it directly in the computer. And that didn't get rid of the blue screens, but so then I went in the Commander. It actually comes with the 1000D case, the Corsair Commander. I had 2 other LED controllers that were plugged to the USB ports on that Commander. All I did was unplug those 2 USB LED controllers, so I can't control the lights anymore on the lights that I have on those 2 controllers, but that got rid of the blue screen. So, you know, I don't know if it's a weakness in Corsair's USB hub that they have running on their Commander box, or if they just have a bug in their IQ drivers that can't handle certain states of this USB hub, you know, within the Commander, or it could be a combination of both. You know, so I mean, this stuff is kind of out of warranty right now, and I'm thinking if I had, you know, I'm not sure if I have enough USB ports on this motherboard where I can like take those LED controllers and plug them directly out of the motherboard, because that would probably fix the problem, and I would still have control of the lights through the IQ software. But I probably don't have enough connectors on the motherboard. So if I wanted to screw around with it, you know, and probably I will at some point, I don't know if there's like some internal USB hubs you can get just installed in your computer, just to expand, you know, that are decent, high quality, you know, because I don't know, in my experience, USB hubs have their problems. um, or if I should just try replacing the commander and the two controllers and see if I get something that's better. I don't know. It's just one of those quandaries. Where the heck am I? Okay. Oh shoot. I'm in trouble. When you hear that train whistle. Oh man. I might have to come back. I stood around talking too long. Charles is looking for me. Oh crap! Go! Go! Oh man. I was derailed. Yep. And it takes scraps away from you, and it kind of sucks. Where's it gonna it respawns you? Yeah. The heck am I? Okay. Yeah, here. Okay, let's get this chest open. Oops. Oh, okay, gotta get the timing right. Whoops. Oh man, I need some more coffee. This more coffee. Last one. There we go. Oh, that looks like a picture of Charles there.
Well, Fancy Fingers here got the chest unlocked. That's an odd-looking
like
piece of
lawyers
junk you
don't.
found inside there.
No, they don't like
A letdown, to be frank. You earned my respect, so here's some scraps, like I promised.
Okay, now I gotta do a bunch of repairs. There's some more scraps. Ah, crap, I better look. You know, need all the scraps you can get. back to my train. Sometimes setting a marker just makes it easier to get there. Here.
The monster hunter has arrived, I see. This is no ordinary hunt, mind you. We've already tried fighting Charles, but he retreats into the wilderness if he is sufficiently harmed. We believe there may be a way to get Charles to commit to a mortal battle, however. Dispersed around the island are 3 eggs, locked in the island's 3 primary mines. Our theory is that putting these eggs in the temple at the center of the island will provoke Charles into a... Unfortunately, the mining company owner, Warren Charles III, has placed armed guards inside each mine to protect the eggs. There's an egg in the mine just down the rail.
Yeah, Jake, that one just floored me. I was not... You know, it was just like an off-the-wall video I created. It's like...
Here's the key to the mine.
You know,
I've marked the entrance on
Amazon
your map.
key delivery, they always come to my front door. They carefully place the package. They go to take a picture, and they're like, oh crap, this person wants it in the garage. So they always have to pick it back up. I mean, my garage isn't far away. They just have to go, you know, they're about at the middle of the house by the door, and then they just walk over and press the button and opens the garage door. But it's just funny, and I've gotten lots of comments on it where where drivers say, yeah, it is very rare for them. Some drivers say they do it all the time, and some drivers are complaining about the app, saying that it doesn't let them know that's a key delivery until they get to the door and try to scan it. It's really interesting. You know, I think Amazon should fix the app. You know, I know Amazon's all about efficiency and cost cutting, but I don't think they care enough for the drivers to make the app more efficient for the drivers, right? They just put pressure on the drivers directly instead. So, you know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it should, you know, the app tells them where to go. It should tell them right up front when they're going there that it's a key delivery. I mean, you'd think that would just be common sense, but I guess the app doesn't work that way, which is unfortunate for the drivers. Whoa, way over there. Might as well just... Oh yeah, there's a weapon there too. But yeah, it's but yeah, I didn't realize there'd be so much interest in that. That was my first viral video. In fact, I made another video after that, kind of poking fun of it. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was like a video I did about having your first viral video, and you're kind of like on top of this runaway train, and you just want to get off. Yeah, if you didn't see that, you might want to check it out. Something burning over there. Oh, let's see what I got. What can I upgrade right now? Because I got 30 scraps and I got repairing to do. I definitely need this. Once the train reaches 0 health, basically you take damage, and then that's when you get derailed, as they word it here. Yeah, it is. I also stream on Twitch and YouTube, and you know, maybe I'll get 1 or 5 views over there. And on TikTok, I just, you know, I get a lot more views, and I get people like you who write stuff. I mean, it just makes it more fun, right? And I know YouTube has done some stuff with their shorts to kind of make it work like TikTok, and I have put some shorts up there, and they're kind of successful because they're trying to emulate TikTok in their viralness, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. Do this one yet, did I? Charles is going to show up pretty soon, too. Oh, yeah, this one's funny. It's guy staying outside. Oh, my place, my thing's burning down. I have no idea what to do. Can you help me?
I made a little flamethrower as an addition to my spider train home defense plan, but as you can see, that has slightly backfired. Nearly cooked myself alive in that shed as I was testing it. Shoot dang.
Shoot dang.
I would love to save the shed, though. If a flamethrower somehow still works after the fire dies down, well, you can take it. I'd assume you're the monster hunter that folks have been expecting, so a weapon like this could come in handy.
Oh, shoot dang. I don't think any of it looks like a lost cause to me, but you know. Here, and look at this very conveniently placed water tank here. Way more stuff around, but
Using the water tank to put out the fire. Pure
Pure
genius.
genius.
Woohoo!
it's so dumb, it's funny.
Here, take old bug spray. Cause of this chaos. I don't want to see it anywhere near here again. Shoot dang.
Shoot dang. You know, this is not a AAA game, but it is a fantastic indie game. I mean, I highly recommend it. Yeah, he calls it the bug spray. It's hilarious. Got 5 scraps. Yeah, we'll throw one into speed. And of course, here's the flamethrower. Now, okay, so the thing about this is it only has 1 damage and the range is very low, but it's really good at slowing Charles. And of course the fire rate is high. Now if I swap this out. Now the derailleur gun does 2 damage. Has higher range and it's kind of middle slowing in fire rate. So I mean I used this flamethrower in Charles, but I didn't find it really as effective. So you know, I pretty much just leave this hanging on the rack and just stick with the gun. Okay, so we still have to go up here. Takes a little practice to get the train to stop where you want it to. Oh, this is where the first egg is. I think this one has 1 guy in it. Now, what I was doing the first time I played this was, you know, I think technically you're just supposed to sneak around and just avoid them, but I was just drawing them out and have them follow me and have them follow me all the way to my train, and then I would just blast it. But it doesn't work towards the end of the game because there's elevators and crap at the end, and you can't use that strategy anymore. You have to actually sneak around. And you have to watch for scrap. Sometimes there's like that. When I first saw this, it's like, oh, I wonder if I could do something. But you can't. It's just a fixture. Yeah, I know that it's fast. In fact, the 6-legged train, it cheats sometimes because I had it. When I went over a bridge and it didn't go over the bridge, it went down into the gully below, and somehow it like almost instantaneously went through that gully and suddenly was on the other bank, and it's just like, okay, come on. But it's fun. Yeah, so it's got lane where you can spy and whatever. Dead ends, and sometimes you can find scrap. It's just funny because the characters all through this are like, oh, I can pay you in scrap. It's the currency of the game. So, we got a chest. better that time. Oh. Green paint. I can now paint my train green. Yeah, Charles doesn't come down into the mines. Okay, usually where the orange torches are is where the guy's patrolling. And you can start hearing him whistle. They have those guys whistle or hum.
Hey, get out of here!
Okay. Shoot. What's the way out? Here.
You wish you never came here!
Dang it. Oh. Well, I got greedy. It's like, oh, there's the egg. I'll just grab it while I'm running away. This was just supposed to be a lunch break thing. I really need to get back to work. So, hey, well, thanks for watching and your comments. It's been good. Um, and I'll do this some other time this week. So I think if you click on the bell on top of my profile, you'll get notified of my lives. I don't really do schedules. I mean, I probably should do schedules, but I don't know. I'm just not really a schedule kind of person. So, um, yeah. So you can just watch my live. You can join my Discord too. There's a link tree in my profile where you can find it and join. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but yeah. So you all take it easy. Have a good rest of the week, or is it next time that I go live? Take care, everyone.